1 for 2 is dumb. Here's why. It is not calculated properly. It all depends on how you treat overtime in relation to regular time.
Down Ryan Miller. I think I'd have gone for 2.
Time is completely independent of regular time.
4-man rush. Quick throw and nearly intercepted.
There's no way you can tell me that your probabilities of winning or losing at regular time carries over into overtime. That just sounds ridiculous. You have to tie in regular time to go into overtime. Yes, overtime and regular time occur in the same game, but in actuality, they are 2 different games. There's a coin toss, rules are different game. The only time that makes sense to go for 2 is when the game is almost over, your team just scored, and you want to win or lose on your terms.
Caliendo comes in, he's eligible. Here is Hunt for the touchdown. Kansas City remains unbeaten.
But if your success rate is less than a coin flip in overtime, which is 50%, then I wouldn't feel comfortable with those chances.
Herbert's going to keep it, and does he get to the goal line? He does not. Herbert steps up, throws, and is it one-handed and caught? Yes, it is. Joshua Palmer.
I asked ChatGPT, is there any chance that flipping a coin twice has a 100% chance of landing a head once? No, flipping a coin twice does not give a 100% chance of landing heads at least once. Each coin flip is independent, and the probability of landing heads on any individual flip is %. When you flip the coin twice, the possible outcomes are 1, heads on the first flip, heads on the second flip, 2, heads on the first flip, tails on the second flip, 3, tails on the first flip, heads on the second flip, 4, tails on both flips. To calculate the probability of landing at least one head, you can approach it by calculating the probability of the complementary event not landing any heads, which is getting 2 tails. Probability of getting 2 tails is 0.5 times 0.5 equals 0.25. Therefore, the probability of getting at least one head is 1 minus 0.25 equals 0.75. So there's 75% chance of landing at least one head in 2 flips, not 100%. So using Jim Harbaugh's 2-point conversion success rate, which is 60%, which is close to his red zone efficiency percentage at 56%, I calculated the chances that he makes 1 2-point try on 2 tries, and that is 84%. And I also incorporated the chances of winning in overtime, which is 50%, given that you win the coin flip and you score on the first try, and that comes out to 42%. So your probability of, and this is just to tie and to go into overtime, this is not winning on the first 2-point try. That would be whatever your success rate is, and in Jim Harbaugh's case, that's 60%. And then all you have to do is kick the extra point on the second touchdown, which amounts to a win. But just to tie, it's 42%. So neither of those probabilities are good in my opinion. I'd rather take the guaranteed point at 94%, whatever it is. We're assuming in this case it's 100% because it nearly is. And not only that, the chances that this event happens where 2 teams score only 2 touchdowns each occurs on less than 1%. And also that the league average this year has been 33% on average on 2-point tries. So I don't think it's smart to go for 2. The only time it makes sense is when you want to end the game on your terms. But if your success rate on 2-point conversion is less than 50%, then that's not a good chance to risk the whole game on.